Hello, everyone. Welcome back to episode 5 of the Vibe Check podcast. I'm joined by my co-hosts again, Josh and Henry, and also we have a very special guest today, Mr. Calum O'Rourke.
Hello,
Mr.
everybody.
D-Doid.
Little boy D-Doid. Hello.
Mhm.
Welcome.
Howdy.
Welcome to the show, Cal.
Thank you for having me. Feel very honoured.
Very, very honored. So,
Yeah.
I'm waiting for someone else to
episodes
take
in.
over.
5 episodes
Great.
in.
Bye. Thanks for
Great.
watching.
Oh my god.
See you next week.
So we're all here. I think last time we did a podcast, we were talking about the coronavirus. It's still going on, but it's obviously things have escalated. I think we'd like to
Well, yeah,
reiterate.
we had a
everyone else
week
is
off,
saying
didn't we?
We're
Do
gonna
you know what I
say,
find?
Yeah.
Do you know what I
stay,
do
inside,
wanna...
stay inside, wash
Yeah.
your hands, don't be dirty, stay 2 meters away, be safe.
I have a
thought
good
it was-
song about it. If you,
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
a
we
great
did.
one.
Check it out. Check it out. Linked below. There's a great song
Oh,
by
I get a link.
the most talented musician I personally know.
Wow.
By God
Same.
Josie.
Same, to be honest. Yeah. Elite Josie is
I
up there
love
with the
that.
greats. He's up there with the greats.
He is.
No, but I
Do you
would
know
say,
who
like-
else is up there? Who else is
Who's
up there?
Who's
I
that?
don't know. Someone called, I don't know, Calum O'Rourke. This
Oh,
Ooh.
this guy. I don't. Oh
Ah.
wait, that's you! Oh my
Oh,
god!
yeah, oh my
I didn't know that.
Wow, make that natural.
Yeah, thanks.
I thought I did very well there. So if you guys don't know, Calum is, as well as being a singer, well, no, an actor, he's also a singer.
No, you had it right.
I did that.
yeah,
No,
yeah. I mean,
the
I'm not known
Well-
for one of the other things. I do.
Well,
both.
I just kind of wanted to segue onto music, but I just kind of went
Storm
straight
SMP
for the
legend,
singer.
member of the Goon Squad of
What
He
was
is.
the
Oh,
Goon
yeah,
Squad?
I'm an OG. I'm an OG. I'm an
No,
OG out here.
champion-
Goon Squad's still a
champion of
thing.
the
Let's be
people.
honest.
No, it's not.
Is it?
Yeah,
Well,
I literally put,
we had to kill that.
We had a full
few
episode
episodes
explaining why
ago.
we didn't. We had to kill it.
I literally
Or
put
Henry
a
wanted
tweet
to.
out.
I know
Telling
that
you.
we killed it, but like, can't we just still call each other that?
No.
Ah,
I mean,
our group can still be called that. That's not illegal, surely.
Nah, that's against the law.
Yeah. All right. Fair enough. then,
Henry was
cool.
pretty definite on like never mentioning that name again.
Yeah.
But we have
okay,
failed
fair
every
enough.
episode since.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that we have done a very good job of bringing it all up
Every single time.
Yeah.
Every time.
Thanks,
But to be
Cal.
fair, if all the people we have on the podcast
been
who are
in the
part
Goon
of it,
Mhm.
we are going to talk about them. That's just natural.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
It's a shame.
Um,
It was a good run.
Truth speaker Henry.
True.
Thing
Anyway.
outside of a Goose Squad in YouTube.
So Calum's music is pretty good.
That's it. We got there in the end.
So if you weren't aware, Cal released an album last June. Was it? Was it June?
June 21st.
June
it was.
21st.
Disappear.
Mhm.
Disappear.
Disappear. My debut.
Mm-hmm.
Love that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to speak a little
yeah.
bit about it?
Yeah, so pretty much, I've always sort of had an interest in singing, making music, and I recently, like, I used to back in the day when I was a bit younger, I used to just get type beats off YouTube and whack them on SoundCloud, and me awfully singing over them. But I thought I had like an epiphany. I thought, like, if I really want to get into this, I need to do it properly. So I decided to try and work on producing a bunch of music and recording it myself, getting it properly edited. It wasn't properly mixed and mastered. This new one is going to be, this new album is going to be, but the old one, the old one was literally done on this mic, on this setup, but now I've got a whole new equipment, got a brand new mic, new equipment, everything's sick, new interface. So yeah, anyway, back to the old one. I sort of just felt like, yeah, I need to sort of get rid of all the stuff I was doing before where I was just awkwardly getting type beats and singing over them and try something new. That's why it's called Disappear, because the old me was disappearing and it's a new Calum sort of like,
All that deep.
I like
yeah,
that.
it's deep, it's deep. Yeah. So like I started, it's the first time I put music, proper music out on like SoundCloud and not SoundCloud. Well, it is on SoundCloud.
It
but
was
like
on
Spotify,
everything. It was
iTunes,
Spotify, yeah.
YouTube, all the above. So
Tidal,
Tidal,
everywhere.
Deezer, all of it.
Deezer.
Yeah, it's all over. So yeah, and now I'm working on a new album, which is cool. It's very cool.
Mm.
Yeah. Do we have a time date for the new album? Because I know,
Well,
the last
basically-
album did
Basically,
take.
It
did
took its
take a
time,
while.
but this one has taken. It is going quicker. This one, I feel like this one's a lot
Hmm.
more. I've never released the title of this album anywhere, and I
Hmm.
want to say it now because it makes sense for what I'm gonna say, but I'm not gonna. So
I rate that.
sorry, I'm sorry, but But
could have got
nope.
an exclusive, guys. There we go. We've wasted it. That's it.
But
Right, next
yeah.
guest.
But this one, coronavirus, surprisingly, has really messed me up because unlike the last album, this album I've got features, so I've got a good few people on this album. But that's proven to be a problem because we're on lockdown. So I'm trying to figure out a way around it, and like also everyone always faces like creativity blocks. I'm sure you guys and what you do face creativity blocks. I just get to a point where I
Yeah.
sit down, try and make music, and I can't do it. I can't make anything that I like. So I always do that. I always do that to myself. But I'm getting there. I've literally got a whiteboard up there. I can actually announce. I will announce. Why not? I'll announce Summit. The last album has.
But Jozzy's on the album. That's it.
No, the last album
That's
had
it,
7
guys, it's
songs,
out.
and each song was like 2 to 3 minutes. It was really, I find it really boring because there's not enough content. There's not enough. So this song, a lot of them are like 3 to 4 minutes long, and there's 15 songs on the album, so it's a bit of a bigger one.
That's a hefty
And it's
album.
it's a good. I prefer this album to Disappear 100 times more because this one's a lot more personal. There's loads of different genres. I rap. There's like emotional, upbeat. There's pop. There's everything. There's like chill wave. There's everything. There's loads of genres on this one.
I'm pretty sure we've actually listened to one of them, and one of the songs like really fucking bangs.
One, you've listened to one.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's others.
I really want that song on my phone. I ask this every single time.
There's a that song that you listen to, that's the pop one. That's the one that I don't really associate myself with, but it was cool to make. It was fun to make. It's a fun song. That might be something I maybe release as a single before the album comes out, just to give something, because I know that because Corona's. I hate to announce it on a YouTube video because you're probably gonna get demonetized now, but like. Corona's messing me
Do you think
up.
we get monetized?
We could get money from this.
No, but like I think I might
we get paid.
I might release the one that I showed you as a single just to give you something
Oh,
to lead up.
I think that song. I know it's the only song I've heard. Well, no, I've heard the other one, but I think that song would be a good one to.
Yeah,
throw
I've
out into
I've
the-
currently got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 songs complete out of 15. So, but the rest of them, the rest of them I'm like almost done. I've got like the instrumentals. I've got it written. I just need to like. There's just stuff I need to like touch up. But like I am almost done. It's just worrying about how to get these features done. So yeah.
Yeah.
Stressful, but
Yeah, because it's a bit harder. Yeah, because everything's got to be remote now. I guess.
Yeah.
Which is.
Henry was going to say
Just
something.
That's easy.
oh yeah, I was supposed to ask if you had them already like written, already made, but obviously you answered that. And if I didn't
Yeah,
answer
so
it,
like
you would
some of
have
them
been
are
found out.
it's the case. Some of them are completely done. Some of them I have the instrumentals. Some of them I have them written. Some of them I haven't even started. Do you know? There's like a little like, but I will get there it's coming very soon. Sooner than you think. It is coming very soon.
Oh,
Yeah, it's the final
Christmas
stretch.
number ones.
We're on the
That's what I
final
hear.
stretch, but way before. I'm aiming to get it out earlier than Disappear was out, like earlier than June. I'm aiming.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
weird
yeah.
because probably in my head at the moment because of the corona
Corona.
situation.
Mhm.
My head is that summer just isn't a thing anymore.
Yeah,
Well,
I
time just
know,
isn't. I
yeah.
feel like my head's just gone. I don't.
Do you know
I'm
today
fine
was the
with
first day of
anything.
summer?
apparently
Yeah.
it snowed in Guildford.
It was snowing here. It was absolutely hailing one down and snowing here, like big
It's been
time.
good weather though recently. It's been
It's
really
Yeah,
not bad
nice.
where I am.
past couple of, just today it just absolutely stunk. But yeah, the past couple of
Well,
days
we're
has been
all,
right.
we're all in lockdown and we can't go out.
Yeah.
Lockdown.
Got that lockdown.
We got
Cheese
that
dog.
lockdown. No.
I mean, your last album was very successful on all the platforms.
I mean, as successful as a
sense.
first album could be, I don't really have an audience. I didn't really.
I mean,
like,
you don't really have a, without sounding rude.
that's what I mean. You've got to,
don't really have like a
look
PR
at it
team. You don't
in.
really.
no,
Yeah.
it's all me. It's only me. I'm the only person doing
Yeah.
everything. I'm the only one. I do have like a little bit of help from like on this album I worked.
I
with
was
a
I was gonna
producer.
ask this. With I think it was your end of year video.
Yeah.
And there's a clip of
Banger,
I think
by the
it's
way.
Marley.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
great video. There's a
Thank you.
clip
It's a great
of
video.
Marley messing around on like a mixer or something.
Yeah.
How
Oh man,
does
I
she do anything?
I
to do
haven't
with it?
announced anything like this, but why not? Yo, inside
need-
scoop for the inside scoop for the vibe check. So
For the
basically,
vibe.
Jeez.
she's on 2 of the songs in the album.
You told. I know she was on
And
1. I know you told us she was on 1.
She's on 2 now. She's on 2.
She's
So
on
it's
2.
gonna be. She's not going to be credited though. So you're gonna have to just listen to the whole
Okay.
album. And
Yeah.
find it.
So you can
And you're
hear
gonna
a
have to
female voice.
If you hear a female voice, there's no other females
Is it,
on the
is it
album.
not just
so it's her.
12-year-old
That is
you
her.
doing it? You just
No,
got a 12-year-old
no.
you clip. Just there.
Yeah, just like from back in the day. No, but she's on 2 of the songs, and they're very cute songs. I do like them. Well, one of them's very cute. The other one's quite like vibey, so it's cool. It's cool. She
So I
doesn't
was
really
gonna ask,
do
yeah,
any.
does
Of,
she help? Oh, no,
so
she doesn't.
she doesn't really do any of like the mixing or like the actual like production side of it. But she's got bloody pipes. She can sing. She plays guitar. She plays
Got the-
piano.
We're not talking about that now. That's,
Nah.
no, we ain't talking about
No.
that.
Like she writes, she sings, she plays guitar, piano. Like she helps me in that way. But like the producing and mixing side of it, that's me.
I'll come back to
Yeah.
I'll come back to talk about Marley, but I was gonna quickly, while we're on this subject, I'm
Yeah.
curious: is there anyone else we know that is gonna be on the song? Because I'm pretty
So
sure there is.
overall,
I'm pretty sure I know someone else is gonna be on one of the.
Overall,
Yeah,
I
man.
have.
Oh, Henry, you guessed it. It is me.
Overall, I have.
Ah, that's true.
I've
Is there one for the boys?
4. I have 4
4
other people on the songs. So I've got Marley on 2 of them. She's one of the people. I've got. I don't know. Should I be announcing all this? I feel like I'm
Mate,
ruining it.
it's
by announcing
KSI,
them.
innit?
I feel like I'm just ruining it. But like,
I
they're not.
know one
they're
of
not-
them.
I ain't exactly doing little pump, am I? Like, it's not something mad. Okay, I'll
To be
announce, I'll
fair,
announce,
when
I'll
you
announce,
were
I'll
when you
announce.
were telling us about someone you'd like collabs with, you're like, oh yeah, was it JJ or SX?
SX.
It
yeah.
was
Oh,
one
that
of-
was a
yeah.
joke. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I know
if
it's
you
a
if you were
joke, I
here
know,
10
but-
minutes earlier, we had that conversation.
Yeah,
already.
we were talking about that.
Yeah, Johnny's sort of
Ah,
plated today, so
wow. I will
So,
right, okay.
No, let's
So-
not do this. Let's not do this.
I'm
Let's
not-
not do
I'm
this.
not having
Let's not
that.
do
I'm not.
So someone else you might know that is
I
featuring
was on time.
on 2 songs. Another person on 2 songs is Sir Tyler Lovins. He is going to be. Of
Big
course he is. Of course.
Tyler.
Why wouldn't he? be? Of
Mr.
course he
T
is
less
gonna
than 3.
be. He is. Of course he is. Yeah, we've been
What's
working on.
what's his name now? Is it T less than 3 or T love? Like, what's going on?
It's
Which one
T-Love.
is it?
Tyler Lovins.
I thought
Tyler
we,
Lovins.
I
Is
thought
he
we
now
just
just Tyler
called him
Lovins?
T.
It's just Tyler Lovins. If you go on Spotify or anything like that, it's
Mhm.
literally just Tyler Lovins. Yeah.
I was about to say, I
Alright.
thought we just called him Tyler. It's not actually called that on anything.
Yeah. I mean, like his old rap stuff and like SoundCloud stuff was T less than 3. So like
Mm.
T
Yeah,
love.
that's not-
So
Mm.
yeah. So he's on one, and then I've got another 2 people who you don't know, but they're very.
I
good
just
singers.
clocked that. That took me very long. I just
What's that?
clocked it. That he's called T less than 3 and T loves the same thing. So it's the less than sign and a
Yeah.
3.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, yeah.
Oh my god, are you
Oh,
guys
what
not?
the-
Jesus Christ!
Am I the only one who know that?
Am I the only
No,
one?
well, I don't
Okay.
really
I didn't
like.
think
I
about
just
it. I didn't
look at
think
the
about
word.
it.
I didn't think about the. I just looked at. It's like he's using. Isn't it?
It's
his
because it's
username?
T Love. It's Tyler Lovins, and Lovins starts with love. So
Yeah.
you did T
Yeah.
Love.
Oh,
That's mad. That made
That-
the
oh,
name
that's
so
sick.
much better
Oh.
than what it was.
Yeah.
I never
That's
even thought
embarrassing.
about it. Yeah, that's not great, is it?
Yeah,
Look,
so I was-
I was gonna say, is that his Minecraft name as well? Let me see.
For a
yeah,
little bit.
yeah, T less than 3, T less than 3. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes more sense now. Okay.
Anyway,
So I was gonna. So we've talked about your album, and obviously, a big new influence in your life is Marley. And I was curious to know if you could let us
Yes.
talk a bit about how you
Oh.
guys met, and like,
oh,
I'm sure you'd happy if she's watching.
Yeah,
right
yeah.
now.
yeah, she
We're-
probably
we're-
she'll be watching. She'll be watching. I'll get
We're
her
his
to watch.
we're his boys. Long
Yeah,
time.
these are the boys,
Wow.
Marley.
We'll be at the
These are
wedding.
boys.
I'm with
Yeah,
my
they will.
boy.
Was he popped it?
Henry will be the
Um,
best
oh.
man.
I think Paul will be. Let's be honest.
Oh yeah.
Or Tyler.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I think I'm way down this pecking order.
I'll have like 7 best men. Why not? The Goon Squad will be my best men. The best.
Could you
best squad.
imagine that?
Henry will be the
So-
flower girl.
Yes,
Hey, I'll
please.
take that,
Yes,
I'll take
please.
that.
Yeah.
I'll be the
Yeah,
ring
as long-
bearer.
as long as I'm
Henry,
the
Henry,
boy, yeah.
Henry
I'm the
can
right
give me
height
away.
Oh, you've called me dad enough. Anyway, what I was saying.
Oh.
Oh, hang on. When did you guys meet?
Right. So yeah. I'm sorry.
What I
This
was
is very. This
saying-
is very cute.
Mm.
This is very cute.
how,
So
how you met Marley, and just tell us a bit how she helps you out.
So we met in college. We go to the same college currently. We're about to leave, or don't even know if we're going back. But yeah.
I think
So
you're
we-
done.
We met,
Yeah, I
yeah.
think you're
I'm
done, mate.
probably done with college, yeah. So we met in college when we first started, and like it was one of them things that we was both with different people when we started college, but we instantly were like best friends, like
vibing,
like
just
vibing.
vibes.
Let's
so
sack the other guys
yeah.
off.
Yeah, honestly, we were literally what?
No,
That's
you
what?
say you were with other people. Will you say you just dumped the others and then you guys got together?
No, wait, let me explain.
No, that's what I was laughing about. 'Cause you were like, yeah, and I was like, what?
So we were like best friends from literally day number one. That morning when we all first started, we were like, she came out to me, we started chatting. I think she was like, everyone was awkward, so me and her started going around like teaching everyone a dance move. Like we were just like, let's just get everyone comfortable. So yeah, instantly day one, the right beginning, we just clicked and we were best mates, and we're still like best friends. Like and yeah, it just got from we hung out a lot at college, and then like stuff happened between the relationships that we were both in, and them two ended up sort of ending at this. They didn't end because of me and Marley. They just ended because they ended, and
It was like natural.
yeah, and then
just, yeah.
after my relationship ended, it's pretty much the same with Marley. We were both just sort of like, okay, don't fall for anyone else. Just spend time with you on your own. Just no more relationships. Just chill for a bit, because they weren't very nice the way they.
So
ended
you
the
were
relationships.
basically you were friends basically then before.
Oh, we were yeah,
So
we were
friends
best friends.
at first.
Yeah, we were best friends, and then like we both sort of ended the relationship, and we both helped each other through them relationships that were ending, and then we both just sort of thought to ourselves, like just in our own heads, because we talked about this now after, but we've both thought in our own heads like, yeah, let's just not relationships. But then like for me, this is pretty much the same for both of us, but like I sort of started to like develop feelings, and I was just like, don't, because she probably won't like you back and just going to set yourself up to get upset, so don't do it. So we had a Halloween party at college, October 2018, and yeah, I really liked her. That's when I realised I really liked her, because I was like, for God's sakes, because we had this party.
Shit went down.
She showed up late, and I waited half an hour outside in the cold for her to come so I could walk her in. And that's when I was like, yeah, Cal, you kind of you like this girl, don't you? Let's be honest. So
that is
yeah.
That's
So
cute.
and she sort of liked me around the same time, like maybe a bit after that, or maybe a bit before that. And then it was just
if that didn't give it away that you liked it to her, then I don't know what.
it probably did. So,
it's like Cal's thinking he's keeping it on the down low.
yeah, I was just like,
cool.
no, I was just like, yeah, I'll wait for you. That's what friends do. But really, I was like, nah.
2 hours later.
Yeah,
I'm still waiting.
But then, like from there, it sort of just was like apparent that we both did like each other. There was a lot of flirting, but it didn't ruin anything. We were both still best friends like we were before. And then like I told it got to the point where I was like, I just can't like just keep doing this. Like I just need to know. I need to know, because I didn't know if she liked me. So I was like, so I told her that I liked her, and she was like, she said to me that she liked me too, but we'd both like recently come out of relationships. So we was like, let's just not, just in case. So we was like, so we just let it vibe. But then it just ended up like in January.
Then you had a vibe check, and then you realized.
Yeah, then it was like vibe, yeah. But then January 22nd, I was like, screw it. So I asked her out.
Oh, you know the date, like
January 22nd. Yeah, I asked her out then. So of course I know the date, man. Of course, why wouldn't I know the date? And then
sounds like the 21st. Fuming.
Yeah. So and now we've been together. Now we've been together for over a year, and yeah, it's cool. A year and 2 months we've been together.
She seems pretty cool. She
is very cool. She's very cool. She actually wanted to come because now we're not going Insomnia. If we meet up in the summer, she'll be 18 then. So she wondered if it's cool if she wanted to come up and like.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, man.
Bring all the goon and goonettes. Oh,
the goonettes.
Oh my god. We definitely do need to organise something with someone.
I hate myself. I'm not
don't say that again. So is Karina's a goonette then?
Goonette. Marley, if you're watching, you've just been knighted goonette, so well done.
I don't think she wants that title. I think
anyone. I was like, Henry, I swear you were like, oh, I hate Goon Squad. I hate the name. I
don't hate Goon Squad.
Oh, my camera's just stopped. It's brilliant.
Oh.
And we're back. There you go.
No.
I'll just cut it back in. There you go. Clap check. Cool.
No, it's just the name. I just don't like the name Goon Squad. It feels really like childy. You know, like it feels like
Yeah, but we are children. Let's be honest. We're just a bunch of children.
I just never really I don't know why. I just didn't really.
Can you
fit,
believe
like-
that I started talking to you guys when I was like 11?
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah,
like this.
that's what
Every
I was
time we
meaning
talk
when
about
when
this-
Henry said you called me daddy enough times. I was like,
I
you
used
did.
to. Yeah,
It's-
that's the weird thing.
a bunch of pedos.
These are the things we never. These are the things we never clock. I used to call Henry my dad when I was like 14, 13, and we was all just like, yeah.
I'll say this right now. I did not lean into this. Like I did not like. I did not
right.
push this.
No, it was a
This
joke.
makes
It was
so
obviously a
dodgy.
joke. It was obviously a joke because I saw you as like. I didn't see you as a father figure because I
But
haven't.
then what's the age
but, like,
gap? So
It's
you're
only-
18 now, and Henry,
I'm
you're
18.
21.
So it's a 3 years.
It's not
3
3
years.
years. Ain't much between us.
Not really.
Oh,
I
yeah,
feel
you
like
got
I'm.
me.
I feel like
that's
I'm just
me,
always
you-
seen as the baby though, aren't I? I don't know why. I
It's
just
probably
am.
when I was like 16 and I don't want to talk about this. Let's change
Yeah.
the subject. This is weird.
Well,
thinking
let
about
me,
it.
Levi, you're 19, aren't you?
16.
Or 18.
18. Anyway, going back to what we were discussing earlier, Cal, you had something big finally come out last year. It was a film
Yeah.
you started.
Did I?
Yes.
What? What happened last year? The album?
No, the movie,
film.
dingus.
Oh, the film. Yeah. So,
That's
beginning
class.
of, I feel like I've spoken about this on YouTube many times before, but for those of you who don't know, I was in a film called Ophelia, which is like a Shakespearean film.
Yeah.
I played the younger version of Tom Felton, who's Draco Malfoy, because apparently we look similar.
Yeah.
So
Bro.
I played the young version of him. Basically, back in early
Young Malfoy.
2017,
Can
when
you
I
give
was
us your best Potter?
What?
Do you know he's like
Oh yeah, he
Potter.
always says Potter,
Oh.
doesn't he? He's
Potter.
like,
Potter. Yeah. So
not bad, not
back
bad.
in the beginning of 2017, I was going back and forth because this was like middle of like GCSE sort of time. So I was flying back and forth for like a good. I'd like fly out for 2 weeks and then come home, and they'd like pay for all the flights and stuff like that. Like I went out a good
Yeah.
few times
that is
to
not
to Prague in Czech Republic. I stayed in the same. It was mad because we stayed in the same hotel as like all the rest of the actors. So like I'd wake up early in the
Yeah.
morning, go sit down and breakfast, and then like Tom Felton or like Daisy Ridley who played Rey in Star Wars, she'd just pull up in
Yeah.
the thing and be like, "Yo, you're right, Cal," and I was like,
You'd be like,
like,
pull up,
it's-
pull up.
yeah. It's just
Pull
it's
up,
just
pull up, and
a
go.
whole sort of madness, and there was a lot of brilliant moments. It was such a well put together film. Like the sets were incredible. We went to like loads of different castles and all this sort of stuff. It was insane. I was on the back of a horse and cart right at the beginning. If you see that,
Yeah.
I'm a bit of a history,
Um,
so I can imagine going to all these like old fashioned looking places when fucking.
it's
lit.
insane. It was so sick. But it's really smart how they do stuff because there's like some interior shots that's literally just like that room and it's on like some mad film
Yeah.
set. But then the outside stuff's
Yeah.
done outside. But it's the way it's put together. You'd think it's all in the same castle, but there's like one exterior shot where it's
Yeah.
one castle. Then we traveled 2 hours for another exterior shot in a different castle. Like it's all different places, and then like they just put it all together to make it seem like the same place. But it was brilliant. Film's out now, DVD, Blu-ray. It was out in cinemas. It was cool. Yeah, made some great memories, got some good stories, and yeah, all that jazz.
I bet your gram popped. Or could you not post it under NDA?
I posted it on my gram a little bit, and yeah, gram kind of popped a little bit, but kind of.
It's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
It
Did you
is
wait?
pretty
The
cool.
big question is, did you get a picture with Daisy Ridley?
I didn't.
How?
See,
I
it
got
wasn't
a
worth it then,
picture
it
with
wasn't
I got a
worth it.
picture with everyone else. I just never got around to. But I spoke to her quite a bit, but I never got around to getting a picture though. Because
Surely big Tom Felton. Like you must have had a picture of your older half. Like
I got a picture of him. It's on my gram. It's on the
Yeah.
gram. It's on the gram.
On the
But
gram.
yeah, I got stories to tell with her, but like I ain't got
oh, anything in
Ooh,
any damaging
hello.
stories? Any vibe?
How
check
old were you at the
exclusives?
time?
No, not weird stories. They're like vibe. I can tell a
No,
story.
no.
What's one? Oh, basically, there was one day when we was filming. It wasn't at a cast or anything. It was like on set. So like it was a scene. So I got there every morning. I got on set every morning, like 5 o'clock in the morning, roughly.
Ooh,
And I'd have to
that's
wait a
not how
couple.
film
I'd
happens.
have to wait a couple hours in my trailer before I actually did anything. So I went to hair and makeup because I had to have my hair toned. I had my hair curly. So I spent
Oh,
a little bit
wow.
of
Hair and
time in.
makeup is the best place to go on set.
It's-
If you
it's
want-
sick.
if you
It's
want-
very
if you want
cool.
Good chat, hair and
Proper
makeup.
vibe. Yeah,
place.
I'd just sit there and like chat
and
for
makeup
a
people
couple
are the
hours. Yeah. So Big up hair and makeup and Ophelia. They were sick. Very nice. Very nice.
They're definitely watching this. They're definitely going, oh, thanks for
Oh
showing.
yeah, they're big fans of the vibe check.
It's their
But yeah,
favorite podcast to watch.
so I was sitting in there and I was getting my hair toned and I was just sitting chatting. And then Daisy walked in and it was very early. I think she had like a cup of tea or coffee or something. She was like, "Hi, you alright, Calum?" I was like, "Yeah." And she had to have this like ginger wig fitted, like red wig fitted every time she filmed because she had like red hair in the film. So she was sitting there. She sat in the seat next to me, getting her wig fitted, and she brought a Bluetooth speaker over and she started playing Disney songs. She's like, "Calum, you know Disney, don't you?" I was like, yeah. So we were singing along to like a bunch of Disney songs, me and her.
Did you must have tried. You trying hard.
Oh yeah, fully.
You really go for it, weren't you?
Yeah.
Oh.
But there was this one song that came on. And I can't for the life of me remember what it was, and it was the only one I didn't know. She was like, "You don't know this song?" I was like, "No, I'm sorry." She was like, "All right, next time you go home, watch it, and then when you come back out here, you better know it." And I was like, "Okay, I will." Like proper like sweating it because like I didn't know this Disney song. I never watched it. I never learned it, but no, I never did. But yeah, it was mad. Yeah, very cool times.
That's some cool experiences. I mean, was she casted in Star Wars at that point or not? Was it still under wraps?
Oh yeah. She'd already had. I think the first one or the second one had already come out.
I imagine the filming had already happened. I don't know. Was it?
No. Her film, her in Star Wars was already out before.
Oh wow.
Then yeah, so that's how I pretty much knew who she was. And I tried to get inside scoops for like future Star Wars films, but she didn't tell me. So yeah, she didn't tell anyone. She wasn't allowed to tell anyone. So
oh, that's fair enough.
Yeah,
Disney NDAs.
Yeah, all that. I had some brilliant moments with Tom as well because we played the same character. I spent out of all of them. Obviously, I spent the most time with Mia, who played my little sister.
Yeah,
because I was in the scenes with her. But I did spend quite a bit of time talking to Tom because we played the same character. Yeah. There's when I first got on set, I'm blabbing. Do you mind if I just? Okay. I'll keep blabbing. But the first day I got on set, like the first day I went out there and had a tour of like the set. I walked around and they were showing me all hair and makeup challenge. And right at the end of like my tour of the set, got a phone call, and it was Tom, and he was like, "Is Calum still with you?" And she was like, "Yeah." And he was like, "Okay, I want to keep him there. I want to meet him. I want to talk to him. So I was like, "Okay, cool, brilliant." So I waited there outside hair and makeup, and he pulled up in like this blacked out window car with this guy driving him, and he hopped out. He didn't look scruffy, but like he doesn't look like presentable. He just looks really chill like, all the time. Like he's just always chill. And he had like his acoustic guitar with him. And he was like, "You all right, Calum?" And I was like, "Yeah." And it was like he already knew my name, which was mad. And I was like, didn't know what to say. And like he hugged me and my mum high. And then he was like, "Let's go stand on this wall." So we stood on a wall that was like 50 feet up in the air, and we were just standing there.
And off he pushed you.
Off you go, Calum.
The woman that was taking us on the tour was like, "Tom, don't stand there because it's very high." And he was like, "No, we're fine, we got it." So me and him were standing there and we was chatting loads. I told him about sort of stuff that I'm into, stuff that I've done, and like he spoke a little bit about Harry Potter, but not a lot.
I bet he gets asked about it.
I didn't bother him with it. I didn't ask him anything about it. He brought it up like once, but I didn't want to bother him about it. And then he sat down and he was like, I brought my guitar with me, and I was like, "Oh, I play guitar," and he just like held it in front of him, and he just went play. So I just like, okay, so I grabbed his guitar. So I grabbed his guitar, and I started. So I started playing these random chords. Like I started playing some like random chords. I was just sitting there playing, and he just started singing a song that fit with the chords. And so he was standing there singing, and I was playing guitar, and my mum was just standing there like, "What the hell is going on?"
My kid is so talented, and he's with that guy from Harry Potter.
It was, and my mum's the biggest Harry Potter fan in the world as well. By the way, she's like, yeah. So she was just standing there like, "What is going on?" Surreal. It was mad. It was a mad experience.
I wouldn't have the bottle. I'd just crumble under pressure. It's like,
the thing is, like,
remember when I met Mumbo?
The thing is,
was dead.
Yeah,
I was shaking for Britain.
Yeah, I remember that. But the thing is, with me, I feel like with me, what helped me out then, and what that helps me out now is, I think back then I didn't think about it too much. I didn't care. I didn't sit here and think, "Oh my god, I'm on a movie set in a different country with all these actors," and I didn't. I just thought, "This is really cool." That's the only thing that kept me going through it. Like, this is really cool. And I think now I've had that experience. If I ever had like any other experiences like that in the future, I'll just be like, "Sick, let's go!" Like I'm ready.
It's so weird though. It's like Mumbo Jumbo is the only person still really I get really nervous about meeting. Well, not meeting. I've
Yeah,
not met him again, but it's like the only person I've ever
it's
where I've been shaking.
it's
like,
weird because
physically
I was
shaking.
like that when I first met each of the people on the film. Like when I first met them, I was all like
Mm.
shaking. I was like, "Oh my god, this is actually them
Yeah.
talking to me." Like in person. It's weird. Like all
Yeah.
the people like Clive Owen, Naomi Watts, brilliant actress by the way. Naomi Watts, she's sick. Like George McKay, all these people that were just talking to me.
Yeah.
The first time I spoke to them all, I was all like, I was bricking it because I was like, "This is insane." But
Mm.
I had
then
that
as
with,
soon as you have that one interaction, then it's calm. Then you're done. Like it's
Yeah.
easy. Yeah, it's just
The
it's. I know it's what everyone says when they meet someone famous, but like if they work with someone famous, but they're literally normal people. They're
Oh, yeah.
humans. It's like people freak out too
It
much. Like, I
literally
can't
is,
say this
isn't
in
it?
front of them, but like they're just people. It's like at the end of the day, they're just like you. So like, what's the point?
Yeah.
My first like set experience I ever got where I was like working on a set, I got put like I had to like liaise all these like top industry like stuntmen who like performed and worked with like basically everyone.
Got you.
And
Yeah.
this one guy came in, I can't remember his name, hold up. I can't remember his name. He's a stuntman, and basically he's like the number one stuntman in the UK. And like the whole time, this director I was working with was like telling me about all these things. Now he's like, oh Henry, he's really like, if he doesn't, he's like, what he starred in is like, oh, if he doesn't like you, you're just gonna have to get on with it. He's really like professional and like, I can't quite say what I'm trying to say, but like basically like he was like, oh, he's really, if he doesn't like you, you're just gonna have to get on with it. He's really quiet, he doesn't talk much, don't try and talk to him. And I was like, and he's like, you've got to like be his runner. And I was like, oh fucking hell, like and I was really like worried about it. He walks in and like he's quite like a built guy, bald, quite intimidating. And I was like, hi, my name's Harry, I'll be your runner. And he went, oh, I've been really looking forward to meeting you. And I was like, oh. And then I just hear the producer Joby like laughing as he walks around the corner. I was like shitting myself. And he was like, oh, if you go get a coffee and get one for yourself and have a nice chat. And I was like, yep, yeah, let's do that. I was like, I'd literally never heard of this guy.
Yeah,
and I was like shitting it because he was telling me how he's like really intimidating.
Yeah. It's crazy though, because like Henry, you'd know this, like a film set is a completely different world. Like it's just like people there and like it's just it's insane. And like unfortunately the film didn't do as well as I think that everyone was thought it would. But I still had a brilliant time, and I think personally I think it's a sick film, not just because like, I'm in it, but like
the thing I found most bizarre about it was that the thing I'd filmed and did, like watching it like behind the scenes and like doing all the work behind the scenes, and then watching the final product is two majorly different things. And I had in my head what I thought it'd look like, and then I saw it in like post and like once it was done before they released it, because they invited us to watch it, and I was like, holy shit, I knew nothing. Like I knew nothing of what I thought it was, and I think
it goes through so many people, doesn't it? So before it gets to.
It's crazy because like I did this thing called ADR, which is additional dialogue recording, which is like you go. So pretty much, I did all the filming, and then like a year later or something like that, they emailed me, Claire McCarthy, who was the director. She's amazing. Like sent emails around saying like, can you come up to our studios in London so we can do ADR? So pretty much you go in this like big, like it's like a cinema, but it's like a studio, and there's like a big cinema screen, and I was just sitting at the front in I think I was standing actually. Yeah, I was standing, and there was like a stand in front of me with my lines on it and a microphone over my head, and I pretty much looked at my scenes on the big screen. And I waited until my line and I recorded over it, because sometimes they didn't pick things up, or like if I was turning my head, I added another line in that bit. So like there's like additional like things you can record. And like that was the first time I saw sort of like a rough copy of what the film would be. And I was like, this is insane, because obviously it was also so spread out between different locations and different like days. So I was like, this is
all like stitched together.
Because overall, I was out there for like a good few weeks. I was there like a long time. So like to see it all put together into one, I was like, whoa! Like it's insane with the stuff they did. Like this castle as well. Like the opening shot when I was in a horse and carriage and was heading into the castle, it pans up, and the actual castle itself only had like 2-3 towers, but they edited in like 5 towers, birds flying through it and everything. And I was like, this is mad. They edited someone in the tower flapping a rug, and I was like, this is insane. Like that, none of that was there. It's wild. But yeah, Very cool.
Yeah, I found the guy who I was liaising. It's called Roy
Oh, yeah.
Taylor. If you want to go on his IMDb, it's fucking crazy. He's literally in every big possible action film.
That's
Like,
sick.
and he's literally like the guy. He was in Sharknado, huh?
Top of his
Top of his
accolades.
career, yeah.
He's in. I'll read you like from top to bottom.
That is
So he's in
great.
He's in the Wonder Woman film, Morbius, Tom
Mm.
Clancy's Jack Ryan, Maleficent, Angel Has Fallen, Fast and Furious, Spider Man,
Yeah, he's in a
Aladdin,
lot.
Pokemon Detective Pikachu, and like this. Obviously, when I
Detective Pikachu.
he's in.
What a
This
That's
guy
what
was
I
like,
was
"Oh yeah,
thinking.
he's been in all the Avengers films and every single Marvel film,"
That's
and
insane.
I was just like,
I
Yeah,
mean,
no
if you're, good
pressure.
if you're good at being a stuntman, then why not? Do you know what I mean? That's
Well,
fair.
exactly.
I think he's
straight
the
to the top.
top. I think he's the top guy. But
I think
It's
stuntmen are
one of
so
them that-
underrated.
I
think
was
they're
about to
so
say that
underrated.
they don't really get a lot of
Credit where credit's due.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
thing I worked on, they were all stuntmen, and one
Mm.
of them, I think it was like Damien Waters, was like the actor, but he's like also a stuntman, but he does like acting as well.
Yeah.
And like all the rest were just like stuntmen, and they're doing like these like massive like flips, and we were like filming in a quarry, and they were doing like these back flips, like if they got hit, like onto like these like rocks, and I was like, "Ah, guys, oh, and then their coordinator was just like, oh yeah, they do this all the time. They break bones constantly, but yeah, they'll be fine.
Oh,
And the next day, like someone came in with like a broken arm, like some new guy, and he was just like, "Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I'm just here to watch." And he was just telling me how like he injured himself on
I
like
don't
what was it? I think it was like the Star Trek set, and he basically like
Yeah.
had to get like flung into a wall after an explosion, and his arm
Yeah.
got like trapped in between his body, and just got like
Oh no.
right into him, and he was like, "Yeah, it's just part of the job."
See,
he was like,
you must
he
love
was like,
to
"I
do
still
it
get
though.
paid."
Like,
Yeah, you've got to love it,
Like,
otherwise,
yeah.
what's the point? Yeah.
Yeah,
I know in like the
you
UK and
can't
US
say
they get
no.
yeah.
You
That's what I was
can't.
gonna say. Yeah.
It's not like if you want, you just have to say yes to like everything.
Yeah.
Unless
I
you
know
only say
in
no to something if you really don't want to like.
I know in UK and US they get treated quite well, but I think in like Bollywood and stuff like that, they get paid like peanuts for what they do.
I don't
yeah,
like
it's mad.
peanuts.
That's
I like that joke. I was a big fan of that. Oh, but yeah.
I'm just gonna sit in the silence while we wait for that joke to.
I didn't
thought that
realize it was a
was
joke.
Oh wait. Oh no. I thought that was funny. I've rated that joke massively.
Well done, mate. Well done. Proud of you.
Well done. Oh, we need to move on to another topic.
I'm just gonna sit. I'm just gonna
We're
sit.
just sitting. We're just sitting.
No,
We're really appreciating that joke. Yeah. You've really got the whole squad laughing right now.
The whole.
Come on,
sorry.
Josh, if you wanna
So I think we're gonna we'll move on. This will be like our last topic.
Oh.
I was gonna ask you what's coming up? What's the future? You got your album, obviously, but have you got anything else? Like you doing YouTube videos or like streaming or
So
any films in the work?
I'm working on YouTube videos right now. I'm gonna try and get back into YouTube. The Neutron Gaming channel, I've rebranded. It's called Cookslam. New art, new videos. I'm gonna be posting some content on there. Calum channel, I'm gonna try and post on there. What else? What else? Yeah. Apart from that, just gonna be chilling. I'm actually currently writing a book. I don't. I'm really doing everything. I don't know if I'm gonna do anything with it, but like I'm writing a book. It's really cool. I really like it, and I'm currently doing that. So yeah, that's
what
really
sort
cool.
of
It's like a fantasy sort of novel. It's cool. It's very cool. Yeah.
Okay.
Also, I'm gonna when this whole lockdown thing clears, I'm gonna actually because I keep saying I'm gonna do this because I'm gonna do boxing because I'm really into boxing, and
Building a box.
yeah, because I used to do it. I used to do it when I was a little bit younger, but I didn't do it seriously. And then like since growing up, I've always been interested in boxing, and then like
Since my inspiration KSI took the
not
reins.
not even I was well into it before KSI started boxing, and then KSI
No,
started
I'm
boxing, and I was
joking.
like, this is sick. And then like I've really like sort of neglected it, and I want to actually do it properly. So yeah, I'm gonna be doing just a bunch of different things. I've just like, why not? And I'm also heading to uni, hopefully. In
Uni's gonna be
September.
fun.
So
I
not-
think you
not
can
Uni.
much then.
I'm very excited for uni. So gonna
Do
be
you know where
doing.
you're going? You going
I do-
London Uni or something?
London,
Yeah.
isn't it?
I got accepted. So I did my audition for uni. It was an hour-long audition.
Jeez.
Yeah, it was an
Did
hour
you for it,
long.
like-
Wait, you're doing
So,
like music, I thought.
I'm doing a joint honors course, so I'm doing songwriting and
Mm.
music production. So it's two courses merged into
Wow.
one. So it was hard to get into, but I did.
Mm.
So
Just really talented, Lob.
Thank
so-
you,
Yeah,
mate.
just-
but it was like split into the reason the audition was so long is because it was just sort of split into two sections. So I think the first section was music production section. So I sort of
Mm.
said things that inspire me. I showed examples of things that I've produced. I like answered questions and like how I'd produce certain things, showing that I know all the different like terminology I know about mixing and like everything like that. They were happy with that. I showed them a few songs from Disappear that they liked. And then I showed them some new stuff as well from the new album because I had some stuff done. So back
see how it
then.
is. They get to hear the
So-
album for
Well, of
us.
course they do, man. I want to get in. Why wouldn't I show them my new stuff? So I showed them
Absolutely
I showed
fine.
them some of that. They liked it. It was such a chill audition though. It was me and this one guy in a room. I was sitting in a really comfy armchair and was just chatting. And then like the second part of the audition was a songwriting one. So I showed him all the stuff that I've written and like how I go about writing songs, my motives. I brought my guitar with me and I performed one of my own songs on guitar. I did Angel from Disappear on guitar and I sung that to him and he really liked it. And literally after the audition was finished, like an hour later, he just went, "Yeah, I've got no problem accepting you. Welcome." So I was like, "Oh, brilliant. Thank you very much." So yeah, that's I'm set. I'm going to uni, which is cool.
Congrats.
So, yeah.
Love it.
Thank you.
It's,
Yeah.
it's so good. It is
I'm
so
gonna.
good.
I'm really looking forward to it. I can't wait.
Let's just hope Corona doesn't.
Yeah, my accommodation fell through, which is kind of dumb. Like I had accommodation booked and all that, but then like they gave my
Mine
place
did.
up to someone else, so like I currently haven't got anywhere to live. But I'll sort it out.
Oh,
I'm sure it'll be fine. It'll be all right.
You'll find somewhere, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Like there's always, especially down in London. I imagine there's
Yeah.
probably not that cheap, but
No,
I
it's not.
imagine there's lots.
I'm in West
places.
London, so it's tricky. It's tricky. It's a little bit expensive, but I'll work it out. It's cool. Yeah, that's
I really want
me.
to go to London again at some point.
Yeah.
I've only been.
We should all, why don't we all
twice
just
ever.
meet up more? Like, why don't we just go London? one day?
Corona.
Corona,
Yeah, but like
Rona.
after. Why don't we like we're all 18
Well, that's
now?
the plan. That's the plan.
We're all 18. Why don't we just go London and
Well,
just have,
the
have
plan
London
was
night out?
Insomnia was meant to be the start of meeting up loads.
Well, why don't
but
we we'll go Brum. We'll still go Brum. We'll still go.
I
We'll
think,
still go
I think
Brum.
that was the plan, was that we'd either go Insomnia in the summer one.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I'm
probably
not
end up
going to
doing that.
Reading or Leeds, so I'm happy to
I was
go.
about to say, yeah.
No,
I
I'm
know.
not going. I'm not going as well.
The
so.
lineup is a dog shit.
Oh, you're saying you're not going? Oh,
I'm not
so
going,
Maybe
that's
we
the
can do
thing,
it
so-
then, because I don't think anyone else goes to Reading or Leeds.
No.
I
I
think
don't
Callum
know.
went once.
I went once, but
Yeah,
I'm
no,
not,
but I mean, obviously, Calum just said he's not.
That's why
so,
Callum
like-
didn't make a joke about it, actually, because
No, I'm over that. I'm over that. Stop
he's
that.
been now, so he knows why I
Yeah.
didn't
I
stop
I mean,
talking
I'd be,
about it.
I'd be
Yeah.
very happy to do the summer one if everything's obviously back to normal.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm
Actually,
sure.
that'd be it'd
When's
make
the
a
summer one?
change
When's the summer one?
actually.
It's
when Reading
it'll
Leeds
be like
is.
28th.
I'll have a
Let me have a look.
If it-
August.
So I've never been. Yeah, I think the summer one would be cool.
I've
wanna
never
do
done
it.
the summer one.
Yeah, I think it'd be cool.
It'll be 31st of August, so
We'll
it
pub
would
quiz.
be
We'll pub quiz and
it'll
thing.
probably be Friday 28th.
Okay, so if you want to come to Insomnia in August, we'll all be there. If you want to come chill, we'll be,
fair,
at the pub, we'll be at the pub quiz. So yeah.
We'd probably
We
have a
could
team
maybe do
together.
like one extra day then maybe if we go in summer. Good people
I
probably.
mean,
Well, I
are we
was-
gonna just do the
Potentially.
pub quiz, or are we gonna do the pub quiz and the whole festival? The whole
So
like.
what me
thing.
and Josie did both, and then Porter did pub quiz and then went. But I think if there's loads of us going, I'd be tempted to do like 2 days, go down on like the
Yeah, I was
Thursday
gonna say
maybe.
that.
Yeah.
Because I'd really kind of want to do
My
like
camera
a pub
keeps
crawl
stopping.
maybe and then go.
There you go,
to
my
the
camera's
pub
back.
quiz Or
There you
something
go.
like that.
Yeah, so about maybe go down on the Thursday, spend a day
Yeah.
in Birmingham,
Yeah.
chilling.
Yeah.
Then
So
Friday,
we could go do something like
Insomnia, the pub
golf
quiz
or
off.
something. You know,
It
like the mini
sucks because
golf
that Airbnb we had was perfect as well.
Mm.
Well, at least we know where it,
You
like
just
what
have
it
to
is.
keep it in mind, yeah.
Yeah. All right. We're just chatting a bunch of people that like things that people aren't really gonna
It's
get.
probably
But,
a
yeah.
bit cut
Mhm.
anyway.
I don't know. Some good vlogs will come out of it.
Oh
Good
yeah. The
videos,
content. The
so-
content was slap. My channel is gonna be full of
It
just
will.
like all of us for
So-
like yeah.
We're kind of coming off to near the end, but I'm gonna let obviously Callum. You got all your channels and stuff will be linked down below, obviously.
Thank you.
But I've heard we have an amazing streamer amongst our midst. Mr. Levi
Mr. Levi.
has one of the cleanest stream setups I think I've ever seen in my life. Like,
Mm.
I love
Big
his
up.
whole look. Levi is now streaming, I think, almost every day. Is it
Almost, yes.
almost
And
every
also,
day?
there's
I
also
think-
another
I-
one. It's Mr. Hen
Oh.
Dog over here. Henner's
Oh,
HG,
yeah.
twitch.tv/Henner's HG. He's on his
Thank-
road to affiliate currently.
Yeah, me and
Mm.
Levi
That's
are both trying to get
Yep.
affiliate.
I thought you were gonna call yourself out then, Harry.
No,
That's
I was
I was like,
gonna
wait. I was like, oh.
We've also got a streamer
Check yourself
in our
on.
midst. Me.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I thought you were going with it. Like my face on the webcam just goes, wait
Uh,
for it, and then it's Levi. It's like, oh, sound.
Yeah, I think me and Levi, I
Oh.
wouldn't use the word racing because we're not. We're
Mm.
just pushing each other.
Ooh,
to
race
both
to
try and-
affiliate.
We're not racing. It's
No.
not competition. We're just pushing each other to
Mm.
both get it. That's the
Maybe I should
Thanks,
start a
man.
stream again.
Yeah.
Jump in this race.
Nah.
Race to
Nah.
Josie's
affiliate.
got-
I do stream.
Nah.
I just do it every so often. I don't have a schedule.
I
of
would
it.
stream if my internet got fixed, but yeah.
Yeah.
Josie is
Yeah.
making videos again, or he made a really good video.
I am.
Check
I
that
will
out.
be
Um,
videoing
I heard in the grapevine
that thing.
that Levi is making a montage.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I'm making a
I
Call
heard
of
that
Duty
from Levi.
montage.
I
Yeah.
heard that from Levi.
That's coming out in a couple weeks, maybe like a month or so. So I'm just
I
trying to
also
build up
heard-
some clips. So
I also heard in the grapevine that Henner's HG is making content on YouTube.
mm-hmm.
Who's that?
Um,
Who's that?
soon.
I don't even know Henry.
I
This is
don't
really
know.
funny.
Yeah.
I heard myself. I'm gonna start making some. I've got some things in the work at the moment, and I
Banging
just
Yeah.
need-
content coming.
I've got some good
Should be
ideas.
good. Lots of big things happen. That's one thing with Corona. It's kind of
Corona.
kicked everyone up the arse a little bit, I guess. Like I don't.
Well,
is
it's
that the
more
word,
Nah,
because-
isn't it?
it's hitting people in the lungs. I'm being honest.
Oh,
goodness.
God. Oh.
That was a
Thank you
dark
for
joke.
watching.
Yeah, please, we're ending this.
I did, but I didn't like it.
I'm not backing
Okay.
that.
Nah, all right.
I Calum Morocco, I'm not responsible for anything that is said
Is
by.
any views?
They Callum, I can't believe you laughed at that joke.
But yeah, the it's kind of because everyone's inside. It's kind of making people make content again, which is cool. And it's cool seeing
think it's
people
that,
come
and
back to
also
do
that-
what they enjoy.
It's nothing
Because
else
I'm
to
hanging,
do.
because I'm hanging around more people like you guys again
Yeah.
who make content. It's wanting me to make content.
Yeah, same. Yeah.
It's definitely a big thing. That it
Yeah.
definitely is a massive thing. So that's why content houses exist.
I was talking to
Really?
who was I talking to about this the other day? Was it Levi?
What?
That is his name.
Mm.
God, I
That-
don't know
that is
who
my
I was
name.
talking about.
What
I
is
don't know
it?
who I was talking about this to, but I think back in the day when I made gaming videos, I was a bit like this is getting really boring. I don't like making gaming videos. It's not really going anywhere. And because I've left it for so long, I'm now like I really miss gaming videos. So I feel like it took me
Yeah.
that break to now be like I want to make these sort of videos again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I know Porter, who's obviously a good friend of ours. Him and Karina are making some really good content on their
Mm.
channel, and
Yeah.
I think he's making some gaming videos again on his Porch channel.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
cool.
it was some. I don't want to say it. He's making some Fortnite goonery type content on.
Oh yeah, they slapped
channel?
back in the day. Let's be
Yeah.
honest.
They
I
were
think he's
good.
doing it on COD Warzone.
Nice one.
That might be
Yeah,
an exclusive. I might get a message from him now being like, "Why have you done that?"
What have you done? What have you done?
What? How do you?
I'm a scrap you.
I think that brings us pretty much to the end of this podcast. Then.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
been
guys.
great. I've had a
Have
brilliant
a say.
time.
Well, there is one question though. We do ask. all
Oh,
our
that's very
guests.
true. I forgot this is my
Um,
favorite question.
Yeah.
Still can't relate
Do you
to
want
it.
to take it away, Henry? Do you want to ask the question?
Yeah, why not? Callum,
Yeah.
you're walking up to a restaurant.
Okay.
You're like, oh, You sit down. You forgot what restaurant you've walked into. You sat down. Hand you a menu, and they go.
Well,
"Sir."
you hand me a menu or the waiter.
No, not me. Just the way it hands you a menu.
Okay,
He goes-
okay. Yeah.
And they go, "Sir, what's your Nando's order?"
Oh.
I don't know why I
He
did it like
wasn't
that.
ready for that.
Oh. Do you know
I don't know why I
what? Do you know
did
what
like
I'd think? Do you know where my mind would instantly go?
Well,
Because this is where my mind instantly went. I think I would have traveled to an alternate timeline or something. An alternate universe, alternate version of world of the Earth.
so you wouldn't.
What?
Wait, what? You're saying that you wouldn't want to go to.
He's asking what kind of chicken you like.
Yeah, just asking what you want on your.
Like, where am I?
You're in
You're at
Nando's.
Nando's. He
Yeah,
said,
Yeah, but no
"What's your
one
Nando's
comes up
order?"
to you in Nando's and be like, "What do you
Yeah,
want?"
Yeah, okay. I tried to make it fancy and different.
Okay,
right?
I thought you were
What's
saying
your
like, what would you
Nando's
do?
order? No, what's your Nando's order?
Oh, what's my Nando's
the-
order? Okay, that's what you had to say.
Yeah, I just want to make it look funky and fun. Wow, this really,
tried
this-
so
this
hard.
really derailed, didn't it?
He tried so hard to make that.
No, because you were
fancy.
making it weird. You walked into a restaurant. You don't remember what the restaurant was. I was like,
Yeah,
okay,
I made a mistake, right? We all make
yeah, you did.
mistakes.
Can you answer the
makes
question?
mistakes, as Hannah Montana once said.
Just what's your Nando's order, right? Shut the fuck up and answer your question.
Okay, so I get the boneless butterfly chicken. I get it. What's
Get it?
called? What's the
You get it?
lime and herb?
Lime and herb.
Lime and herb,
Yes, lime and herb.
but I use
Wet
medium
wipes.
sauce.
Oh,
I
right.
get-
I might
I
give
get
that a
it.
go.
That's a new
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, medium sauce with that.
Okay.
I get peri salted chips,
Nah, band that.
peri salted chips, spicy rice, and mixed leaf salad. That's my order.
That might be one of the best ones we've probably had.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't remember his porters. I think porters was what, half chicken or something like that.
I think-
Butterfly
Mind you,
chicken or
I've had. Have you ever had the boneless banquet? That bangs. That's
no.
not a thing. That's
Yeah,
not a thing. Is it?
I go
Yeah,
for
yeah,
the
yeah.
Boneless banquet. That's
That's KFC. That's KFC. What am I thinking of? There's like a banquet thing you can get, which is mad.
I think I know which one you mean.
It's probably like tenders.
Yeah. It's a madness.
Yeah.
It's a madness.
I go for a sunset burger. That's the best
Okay.
thing. It's like the chutney in it, just like the sauce they have in it is fucking amazing.
I'll rate that. I'll
So-
rate that.
And then
Levi, what do you go for? Oh,
Huh.
What is it like? Have you ever had a Nando's?
No,
when it
it
comes,
don't
when it comes
exist
to
over here.
UK,
Eventually.
You need to have one. We need to give you one. As soon as you come here, the first thing I'm going to do is get you a Nando's.
but I feel like
Honestly-
Nando's is like we overhype Nando's so much. It's just
But
because
it-
it's
but, like, I feel like
relatively
it-
priced and it's good.
No, I feel like
it's just it's
I feel like
mid
the reason
tier.
quick.
I think
like
it's above
chicken.
It's like
I
a
think the
7
only
out of
reason
10
we
restaurant.
love it and the reason we overhype it is because we're the
Mm.
only ones that can have it. Do you know what I mean? I feel like that's why we like
I
love it.
guess.
Mhm.
Is it? No, there's other places it's at. I'm near certain. It's not just
Well,
the UK now.
All right,
Oh, okay.
we should
Yeah,
end
well,
this.
I might
We
not
should
give
just
this-
call it.
Yeah, call it.
Someone do the
Um,
outro.
Yeah, well, on the set, I'm intrigued. what
No.
restaurant
No.
it is.
Oh my
Stop,
God.
Stop.
Nando's are in Australia, Bangladesh,
There
Bahrain,
you go.
Botswana, Canada, Fiji, India, Ireland, Malaysia, Mauritius,
Oh.
Namibia, New Zealand, Oman, Pakistan, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, Swaziland, Singapore.
Sorry,
South
back up.
Africa,
UAE,
UAE,
Everywhere
USA,
but America.
Zambia, and
Yeah.
Zimbabwe.
Literally everywhere.
It's
but
in the
America.
States. It's in the States.
Oh, really?
Is it?
Where?
Find one.
Where?
Find one.
All right.
What should it be like Texas?
Texas.
Texas.
So there you guys go. That was episode 5 of the Vibe Check podcast. Hope you guys did
free
enjoy this
episodes.
episode. Thank you very much to
Once
Calum
again,
for
annoying.
being here. Please do go check out everything he does. All the links there. Hopefully
Washington.
everything, well, to his Twitter at least, will be down below, so you can check out all his content, all his acting jobs, all his singing albums. Keep an eye out for that new album. It's on its way. Keep an eye out
fucking
all
wrap
for his
it
new
up.
content that is also
Oh.
coming to all of his
Oh,
channels. That will
what
be
an outro.
down in the description or on his Twitter. Also, as always, please do check out Henry and Levi and myself. Links down below. And please do subscribe, turn on notifications to this channel. It really does help out. And you get notified every single week when we put a new episode out. And yeah, that's about it from us. Thank you very much, guys. See you next week.
Woo!
Bye.
Big ups. Well done, lads.
Lit.
Brilliant. Lit. Done out.
Ba-na-na-na-na.